Fatah official, October 7 is part of our defensive war against Israel. Hamas is part of our political and social fabric.
This post received a score of 3,400, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Didn't they literally throw your members off rooftops lol?
As long as they both want to kill Jews, it doesn't matter they kill each other, that's just the way it is.
There was a chance that Fatah member hit a Jew on the way down.
Fuck, that was the darkest laugh I've had in a while.
I heard another one the other day, about why Hamas agreed to the ceasefire. Their hospitals were running low on ammunition.
It's not surprising seeing as their leader has a literal PhD in Holocaust denial.
It's actually kinda hilarious how nefarious his degree is.
How to make sure you do not get to rule Gaza, speedrun any %.
To be honest, they don't want to rule Gaza. It's an even bigger shithole than the West Bank, which they struggle to actually control.
I'm no chess master, but capturing a few pawns to get your side of the board flattened seems like a terrible defensive move.
It was strategic self-immolation in an attempt to spark a wider conflict that would result in the destruction of Israel. Thousands of dead Palestinians was always part of Hamas's plan.
And people are saying, Israel should talk to the moderates. These are the moderates. By the way, Hamas campaigned as the moderates before the elections.
There are other moderates, they're just not popular with the Palestinian people. You mean they get lynched and tied to electricity poles? IDK, they seem to be pretty popular with the masses gathered to watch them.
October 7 was an act of aggression. Hamas and Fatah are terrorist organizations. They must be thrown out of power. They cannot be trusted to govern anyone.
And what about the PLO? After all, the PLO is the officially recognized representative organization for Palestine. How do you ever make peace or sign agreements with a state that has 3 separate governing bodies? Total cluster F.
The PA is the rebranded PLO. Fatah was and still is its core, but even within it there are splitting factions, and once Abbas dies, he's pretty old, I won't be surprised to see a civil war erupt for the throne.
Aren't they still separate entities though? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Hamas is the governing body of Gaza, PA is the governing body of the West Bank, and the PLO oversees all Palestinians including Gaza, West Bank, and Palestinian refugees in other countries. When the UN invites Palestine to a summit meeting, they invite the PLO, not the PA.
You aren't wrong, just inaccurate. The PLO is mostly symbolic in nature and acts like the factional parliament, in which Fatah has exclusive control and Abu Mazen, the chairman of the PA, and the Fatah, has ultimate control. They are even technically responsible for Gaza too, but Hamas is the de facto ruler since they kicked them all out, and the unity attempts once in a while were mostly about screwing with Israel more than actual unity. It's only 2 dominant organizations in practice. They had more elements to their government, but they don't really mean anything with the corruption rampart.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.